Okay, so let's talk about something you probably interact with all the time online without maybe thinking too much about it. That little box where you type your address. Filling out a form, online checkout. Seems simple.
Right, just a standard field.
Yeah, but there's actually some really quite sophisticated tech working behind it, making sure it all, works.
Absolutely. It's like the hidden machinery. And that's what we want to kind of unpack today, what this address checking service really does, how it pulls it off, and why it's actually pretty important.
Okay, let's start with the core function. What is it fundamentally doing?
At its heart, it's a system that's finding, correcting, and standardizing addresses automatically.
And the really neat part is it does this while you're typing, not afterwards.
Exactly. Real time, that's the key. You type a few characters and boom, within milliseconds, it's searching, like globally.
Globally.
Yeah, and giving you suggestions right there. No need to hit a check button or anything. It just happens.
So from my perspective as the user, I type, say, my street or postcode, and immediately I get options, like predictive text for addresses.
Precisely. It's using predictive analysis based on every single keystroke. It's constantly trying to figure out what you mean.
Which is great because, let's be honest, who types perfectly every time? I know I swap letters or miss things.
And that's exactly what it's built for. The underlying search algorithm is designed to be really robust against those common errors. It even knows about different country formats.
Okay, so what kind of errors can it actually handle? You mentioned typos.
Oh, lots. Missing words, missing letters, swapped letters, the classic te instead of the, but for addresses, spelling mistakes, obviously, extra spaces or not enough spaces, even abbreviations or like common local nicknames for places sometimes.
That sounds incredibly forgiving. It basically cleans up my messy typing on the fly.
That's the idea. Prevent the errors right at the source.
Which leads us nicely into the benefits, right? For me, the user, it's just faster, easier.
Definitely. Click a suggestion, you're done. Much smoother than typing the whole thing out perfectly.
Yeah, cuts down frustration. But what about the business side? Why do they care so much?
Well, think about the flip side of user convenience. For businesses, it means much, much better data quality right from the start.
Okay.
And getting that data right at the point of entry saves them a ton of money and hassle down the line. Think about failed deliveries, return mail, messed up customer records.
Ah, okay. So bad addresses actually cost them real money.
Significant money. And it slows everything down. So high data quality upfront means lower operating costs and better efficiency. Simple as that.
And this high quality data is then crucial for other things they do. The material mentions specific examples like
things like the Shifa identity check or recheck. These often rely heavily on having a verified, accurate address. It's foundational data for identity verification, credit checks, that sort of thing.
So if the address is wrong,
those processes might fail or give incorrect results. It's not just helpful, it's often essential.
It also mentioned integration into specific systems, something called insic.
Right. Think of insic as part of a bigger workflow management system that businesses use. Maybe for onboarding new customers or keeping data updated. Integrating this address verification directly into that workflow ensures that reliable data quality is baked in from the start. And it helps maintain that quality over time as customer details change. It becomes part of their core data management.
So it's fascinating. That tiny interaction, typing your address, kicks off this super fast global error correcting process.
Yeah.
All to make sure one piece of data is accurate. And that accuracy then feeds into everything else, making things smoother for us and much more efficient, even critical for businesses.
It really is. It's a great example of that hidden complexity in our digital lives. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, just think about that chain reaction. The quality of data you enter in one simple field, how it ripples outwards, affecting deliveries, financial checks, everything. How many other seemingly simple online tasks rely on this kind of hidden accuracy and complex technology that we just, take for granted every day?